Hey guys, all right, we're going to cover thyroid. I'm pretty sure that this was the one that I was meant to be doing today. The question someone posted about Hashimoto's thyroiditis, but I'm just going to cover the thyroid, overactive and underactive. So, the thyroid is a gland in your neck and it's responsible for producing thyroid hormone, which helps with your metabolism. So, yeah, just your metabolism basically. Most of us will probably relate to metabolism around weight, especially, and that is one of the presentations that can happen when your thyroid is having issues. So, the um, it's an autoimmune disease. So, I've talked about autoimmune diseases a few times, and that these are often triggered by stress. We had a big session on stress yesterday. There's physical, physiological, and emotional stress. What is interesting is that um, thyroid issues can commonly happen after pregnancy, so postnatal thyroiditis or inflammation of the thyroid. Um, what's the other thing? So, yeah, the physiological triggers can sometimes be illnesses or viruses, but then I'll talk about the emotional stresses and the physical stresses that contribute to the different types of thyroid issues. So we go into underactive first, which is hypothyroidism or low thyroid hormone. And this is the autoimmune version is called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And now you can be overactive and then burn your thyroid out and then turn into an underactive thyroid. So Hashimoto's thyroiditis is when you've got not enough thyroid hormone, so your metabolic system slows down. So the signs and symptoms of these can be very vague when they are happening early on. So these are things like feeling really sluggish, feeling tired, low mood. But then as it gets more severe, you can start to get other signs like your skin can be very sallow, very puffy and like puffy under the eyes. It can appear thick, your skin. Your hair can become really coarse and it can fall out as well. And so this is interesting with postnatal underactive thyroid because a lot of postnatal women will lose their hair as well. But it's just finding that point when you're meant to stop losing your hair or when too much is not right. You can get changes in your nails as well. So your nails can get very brittle and break all the time. So this is more if you've had a sudden change and you've noticed that. Um, you can feel, yeah, tired all the time, like it's hard to get out of bed, um, need that afternoon nap, and your bowel motion slow down. So constipation is really common, or going once every 2, 3, or even more days. Um, what is the other thing that can happen? Oh, it's interesting. So, Andrew, you asked about a friend with chronic carpal tunnel, and even though she had it operated on, is that carpal tunnel or tingling in the fingers can be another sign of underactive thyroid. So, I would suggest that she goes and gets her thyroid checked. Um, that's the low thyroid. Overactive thyroid or Graves' disease, so another autoimmune condition, is when you've got too much metabolic hormone. Sorry, let me jump around. So, underactive thyroid, you will also have issues trying to shift weight. So, no matter what diets you try, you just hold on to the weight and you might even just keep gaining it. So, overactive thyroid is Graves' disease, too much metabolic hormone, and you can become just wired, so really anxious. Your skin can get quite clammy and sweaty. You can have an intolerance to heat. They just feel hot all the time. Your hair can get um, brittle and coarse as well with an overactive thyroid. Your skin can thin. And when it gets really bad, your eyes can pop out of your head. Like you can see, instead of having just seeing your pupils, you can see the whites around the pupils, and it literally looks like their eyes are popping out of their head, like bug eyes. Um, you can also get really overactive bowels. So you might go more than 3 times a day, up to 10 times a day for some people, and it will tend to be a looser stool as well. So again, you really want to watch for these changes in your habits. It's only normal to go to the toilet about 1 to 3 times a day, depending on your diet. Um, and around emotions, you can be very anxious, labile, so quick to anger with hyperthyroidism or Graves' disease. And as I said, you can burn yourself out with the hyperthyroid, and then your thyroid becomes less active and you can become hypothyroid. So there are medications out there that they use to try and get on top of, overactive and underactive thyroid. However, let's look into the emotions. And so you've sort of seen how I've explained underactive thyroid is everything slows down, overactive is everything speeds up. And this is in relation to time. So you could look at hypothyroid as that need or want to slow down time. And so your body literally does it for you. You become sluggish, you become low, and you just can't shift things. And then on the other end, the overactive thyroid really is around feeling like you've got to be busy all the time, that you've got to rush, you've got to hurry, and you've got to do things quickly. So that's pretty basic with the thyroid, but then let's also look at the location. So the location is in the throat chakra. And remember, this is about expression, speaking up, verbalizing, and being able to articulate. And it can sometimes be around being heard. So that's my summary on thyroid. So I was a little bit all over the place because I am talking about this one off the cuff. If you've got any specific questions about thyroid that you think I've missed, let me know. And I'm going to try and find a practitioner out there that deals a lot with thyroid hormones and get them onto my podcast and talk about it a little bit more. And hopefully you can learn more then. All right, have a great night. I am going to watch the last 2 episodes of Money Heist. It has been a complete addiction. We've been watching 2 episodes a night. And then I'll probably gain another hour and a half in my night every night. Hope you're well. Take care.